Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar today, mainly for customers in South Africa, but I'm sure there are other people interested from other countries in the region and maybe elsewhere. Uh, we're gonna have today a session to talk about Bequant, to talk about what our customers think about the product, how it works, what we do. Before that, let me please introduce myself. I'm Inigo Serrano. I'm responsible for sales, business development at Bequant. And today we have also Daniel Mandiveji. He's a sales manager covering mainly Africa. And we have Jaco Wiese. He's network administrator at Bethnet, one of our customers in South Africa. So special thanks for Jaco for being with us today. We're going to have first let you know that we're going to record the session, of course, so you can watch it, and people that could not attend have it online. And there is a tab on the GoToWebinar app where you can leave your questions if you have any, and we will try answering them at the end of the session. So the session should not last more than 45 minutes. We want to make it fast so you don't lose more time. And the idea is to talk a little bit about the product for those for those ISPs that don't know much about Bequant. Talk about what one of our customers, in this case, Jaco from Bethnet, has been experiencing and why he wanted to get a optimization solution. Then do some practical demo, go into a live node from, in this case, from Bethnet and show you around the GUI. And last, talk about the questions you might have, and so that this is the idea. So make it very, very, very short and very, I would say, practical for you to learn about us and about what our customer thinks. So Bequant, we are a company that is based in Spain. We have teams in 6 countries throughout the world. It was founded in 2010 by 4 engineers, telecom and computer science engineers. We started doing R&D and our patents in 2011 until 2016, although of course development has been continued. We launched our product in 2016, a commercial product, first customer, and we are currently serving over 600 networks in 5 continents with over 25 sales partners throughout all the regions. So, and we focus mainly on the ISP market. So that's why all of you that are joining us probably are part of an operator, fixed, wireless, fiber, mobile. Any network will benefit from the optimization. So just very briefly about the product, we are a software that is deployed inline on your network. It's not a cloud solution. It's inline, and it's located usually at your core network and at your between the internet gateway and the access gateway, and all the traffic that goes through it is optimized. We have designed our product with several technical functionalities that we'll go briefly over them, but our goal, of course, always is to solve problems for our customers, problems related to speed tests, to online games, teleconferences, problems with video quality, video streaming, issues with congestion, issues with lack of visibility, of metrics, and problems with the home Wi-Fi. So kind of tackle the main issues that an ISP like yourselves are facing on your day-to-day operation. We do this with several functionalities. First of them is TCP optimization, and we increase the speed of TCP applications, whether that's video streaming, whether that's speed test, anything that is TCP is going to go faster with us. And not only we can make it go faster with our TCP optimization engine, but we can also show the customer what is the improvement. We can measure speed with and without the optimization and show what has been the improvement, as we will look into later. This is about improving speed. All the things that we do is bandwidth management. And here we are controlling bandwidth. We can identify applications, we can identify flows, and we can do things to them. We can limit them, we can prioritize. And we use this functionality in a very unique part of our product, which is ACM, Automatic Congestion Management. So in here, with ACM, we can detect when a customer is on congestion, and we can limit slightly the speed of that customer to bring down congestion. When there is congestion, of course, latency, retransmissions, bad quality appears. So what we do with ACM is make sure that the customer is exiting that congestion by throttling, limiting slightly the speed of those flows. We do this automatically, and the results are very, very impressive. I mean, this is an example of one of our customers. Last week, we started deploying Bequant without the ACM. We activated ACM, and latency, this is the median latency, went down by 50%. So from the moment that we activated the optimization, it went down by 50% the latency on the network of this customer. Other things that we do with bandwidth management is we can detect heavy, hungry bandwidth applications such as video streaming and apply specific limits to them. So we make sure that we can reduce bandwidth consumption. Sometimes ISPs, they want to reduce the OPEX, they want to reduce the CAPEX, they want to bring more customers into the network with the same investment. So we can limit speed of applications and especially video streaming, and we can reduce consumption. In this case, it is a 25% reduction on the peak throughput of one of our customers by just limiting video streaming. We can do rate plan enforcements. We are connected to, I would say, most of the external industry leading CRMs, billing platforms. In Africa, there's a lot of Splynx customers. There are also Radial, Azotel, the US, PowerCode, Sonar, Gaia, in Europe, Latin America. So we can connect to any platform. It's just a slight integration, but we can do that with all these vendors. So, and the last part is about network visibility, which and we'll do later on, showing metrics about the applications, about the network, about the users in real time to help situations troubleshoot and make sure that the ISP has visibility on the network. So I would, this is just an example. Probably the best thing is now now that I've talked a little bit about the product, maybe get a hold of testimony from Jaco. Jaco Peace is, as I said before, he's the network administrator of BethNet. Maybe, Jaco, you can introduce yourself, maybe tell us a little bit about BethNet. What is BethNet? What challenge, mainly what technology you're using, how many users, maybe tell us a little bit more about your network. That would be fantastic for an introduction.
Thank you very much, Inigo. Hi, everyone. I'm Yaku. I have been with BethNet for about 7.5 years now. We have been around since 2009, I believe. We started out as a WISP, and as demand grew for higher speeds, we also developed into a fiber FNO and ISP. So we own and operate on the same network. We have about 5,000 clients. We control everything through Splynx. And that is both, I would say, about 75% of our total clients are on FTTH.
So, and Jaco, you mentioned you had, before you started as a WISP, and then you migrated to fiber, right?
Yes. So I would say in the last 5 years, we started developing our fiber network and building everything.
And even with fiber, you were experiencing issues on the network. What were a little bit the situation you had that made you think, okay, I need optimization on the network?
We started looking at optimization after a speed upgrade. So we bumped up all our packages from our base package was 20 megs, and now we bumped it up to 50, and thinking we would solve some of the problems that the clients face. For example, somebody is updating a video game and somebody else in the household is trying to stream. Um, People using their line to full consumption basically, and then trying to do other services as well. A lot of the complaints that we got from before we had optimization is what's wrong with the internet? Why is it so slow? And as soon as we check, it is people using the line to its full capacity.
Okay, and at that time, did you of course you said you needed optimization. You start looking around. You had other solutions on the network, or how did you
Uh,
manage
we
to
we
to?
have we did try some other solutions.
Mhm,
They were more power hungry, more hardware hungry, in a sense.
mhm.
So the hardware that we had at the time did not keep up with the demand, and also scalability was an issue. And Bequant solved both these things, as well as having a great support line, if I can put it that way. A great support team. There's always somebody to help.
Thank you very much for that, Jaku. And in terms of the from the subscriber perspective, what what do you think from your, I mean, in the past before you had the optimization, what were most of the common complaints? Was it speed test? Was it
Um,
latency? Was it
So it might be a little bit of latency. Some people doing speed tests and not getting their speed and phoning and complaining when they are actually using their full capacity. A big thing that we did notice is in South Africa, DSTV stream is an issue.
uh-huh.
And we have noticed, I want to say, a 99th percentile drop in calls of people complaining, my DSTV now doesn't work.
DSTV is
So
Disney?
that
Is
really
it
solved.
DSTV? Is
It's
it
mm,
it is a Disney, or is it another service? DSTV.
no, it's a South African service. I do believe
Ah,
some
okay,
other
okay,
African countries have them as well.
okay,
As well, they started as a satellite internet
okay.
company, and then
And
they
they
moved over to streaming. Um,
okay.
but
Yeah,
that it
I
was quite
think
problematic.
now that you say that, I've seen that in some networks. There's on looking into the DPI. There is a lot of
Yes,
DSTV. You're right. You're right.
yes,
Uh,
yes. So that was quite problematic, and most of the calls, I want to say 99% of the calls, completely fell away. Even in
wow.
my own household, I do have quite fast internet, and even DSTV would struggle in my house. We tested it in our office where we have 10 gigabits to our disposal, and even there it's a problem. And there was no right solution. There was nobody really to contact that would be able to help. And Bequant really did solve this issue.
So and you said that, of course, that when you deployed the trouble, I mean, the issues with DSTV went out. And how was do you recall a little bit? How was the demo process? I mean,
The
um,
demo process was actually quite nice. It was very streamlined. We were well informed of what we need to do and how to do it, and the
mhm,
implementation on our network went really smoothly. It was completely seamless. Clients didn't even know we were deploying a new product at the time.
mhm.
It's just it bolts onto your network very, very easily.
That's the whole idea. I mean, when we just to tell the audience about the demo, of course, we provide the demo to all our customers that are interested. The demo is it's 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, as Jack said, you will see results probably and after the first hour. So that's what we hope. So there is certainly a time to see the difference. And the only thing that is required is that that you have a server that is suitable. We need very little hardware requirements compared to other solutions, so it is quite easy to get a server that is capable of handling the traffic that most of the ISPs have. So, and we will send it ISO with the installation instructions. Also, if needed, we have our support team. Also, our partners that we work with in the different regions can help. So, we make it very easy going for our the interested ISPs. So we make sure that it's easy to install and to maintain. In fact, 99.9 of our customers, they do it themselves, so they can. It's just like installing a Linux distribution. Very easy to do. So yeah, that's about the demo. And also one of the things that apart from improving quality, and we try to emphasize is the capabilities of providing with lots of information. So, are you using the data that you're getting from Bequant on your day-to-day work or your teams, Jaco, about
Yes.
visibility? Okay.
So we actually use Bequant the most for looking into the client's network.
Hmm.
When they have an issue, what are you doing on the net? What are you doing on the internet? What is consuming so much bandwidth that you have an issue? And that really helps the troubleshooting process speed up quite significantly, because we can immediately tell if it's a hardware issue or if it's something on the client side that is consuming the bandwidth. Um, it gives you quite a nice insight as to what your clients do.
Hmm.
So you can set up peering and stuff with the right people to make the experience as seamless as possible.
Hmm. Okay. So that is, we tell our customers, use our data to help you. It's there. You can see, and we will just go into your network to show the attendees about it. That's very important. The other thing that always people ask us is about how do I know the value of the product? How is in this case Bitcoin helping me? What is the return? What was the variables you use, Jaco, to decide to buy our solution? What could be like the business case that you use to take the decision?
So for us, it was more of the feeling that you have on the
Hmm.
internet. We like to look at statistics as technical people and evaluate based on that. But we had a handful of clients test without telling them what we did. We said,
Hmm.
test the internet, tell me if you feel a difference, because that is the whole point. And we got very positive feedback. My apps are more responsive. My news feed is better. My Zoom meetings are better. My streaming is better. What did you guys do? And that, I think that was kind of the tipping point for us, saying like, okay, we definitely need this. And with our client base, internet is not a luxury anymore. It's a necessity. People, more and more people are working from home. Their jobs and even a lot of social activities are are through the internet. So we can't afford to have subpar service, and
Hmm.
Bequant elevates the experience our clients have.
In your case, like you said, it was you had the means. You spoke to people. People call you to say. Sometimes people ask us, okay, what else can I put into the equation? And
Mm.
we always say, first, the better quality of experience always translates in customers that are happier, that are going to be more loyal. So churn should go down. Less
Yes.
people leaving the high speed. Uh, Also, there's a traffic savings. There's some lower transmissions, where transmissions are done locally. Sometimes there are, of course, less truck rolls. Issues are easily and faster resolved. So all those translates to benefit financial. Also, the possibility of limiting bandwidth and adding more subscribers with the same investment, with the same network. It also sometimes is a driver for decision making. So that
Yes.
is kind of what we can tell from other cases too.
Another thing that we did notice, and we are quite in a privileged position to have seen this, is our sister company is an security and armed response company, and their
Mm-hmm.
main focus is CCTV cameras. So
Mm-hmm.
we have quite a large CCTV setup. Apart from the, I want to say 12, 13 gigabits that we do to the internet, they do on peak about 1.8 gigabits,
Mm-hmm.
which is which is quite a lot of traffic. And as soon as Bequant is out of the occasion, you can actually see the drop in frame rates on the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
So that made that whole process much smoother as well. And if we're having the benefits, other security companies will also have this benefit, obviously. Um, so
Okay,
that is also was also
another one.
another benefit for us.
And regarding now talking about challenges that you're facing at BethNet, I mean, how do you see the next challenges are that ahead in terms
I
of the network and
I have to say our network is quite stable. We are very
Mhm.
lucky to have local talent for all parts of the business, from the supports to the linemen, the guys who pull the cable and join and stuff like that. Um, so we've got quite a nice team. I think the problem for us is looking into add-on services,
Mhm.
because as the market develops, we it's not just internet anymore. It's internet and um, a lot of people do subscription services with their internet. I know the big ISPs like Vodacom. Um,
Mhm.
I actually got a year free Amazon Prime this year with my cell phone contract. So they'll have all these add-on services, and we are currently looking at adding services that would be beneficial to clients as well as to us, to keep churn low and satisfaction high.
Okay. And how about Starlink and Amazon Leo? Uh, until now, there was in South Africa they were not allowed to operate. Now it seems that they are going to. Do you see them as a potential threat for I don't know, maybe for you, but for the other, other ISPs, local ISPs in South Africa? Is it something that
So
you're?
for us, we're not quite worried, because most of our clients on fiber,
Mhm.
and I do not think it will be a direct competitor to somebody who has a fiber connection at home. However, I do see a problem for ISPs in South Africa where they work in rural areas with limited hardware. Unfortunately, fixed wireless cannot beat Starlink at this point,
Mhm.
and the cost to do that is just too high. So people who service farms, rural towns, stuff like that. I think that is where the biggest impact is going to be made by Starlink and Kuiper and all the other low Earth satellites.
It's interesting, as you say, and we've seen that in some, especially in North America, we're seeing I mean, customers, ISPs that are losing more than half of the customers to Starlink. So
Mm.
that's kind of a threat, at least in some markets. So
Yes, yes, definitely.
okay, Jack, thanks very much for your time. I we really appreciate that you had the opportunity to let us know a little bit of your experience. If I may, I'm going to go into switch onto the live network this is in fact this is your network to show a little bit of what is the GUI of Bequant, what we can show like in this case we can show what is the improvement on the TCP. Let me maybe get 2 days of traffic. As I said before, we can show what is the improvement on average. You're getting a 16% improvement in speed, and on TCP. Netflix is about 10%, YouTube is about 18%, TikTok 15%, and DSTV we're not getting enough samples, so we cannot we see that it's going faster, that is in red, but we don't have a value. So we can again tell you what is the improvement. We can also with the TCP optimization and the ACM, I wanted to share what is the effect of that, and I'm going to just let me okay. Yeah, I have two instances of your network on the big screen and then the small screen, but I want to make you have now the TCP optimization and the ACM. They are both active, and that's what you're getting the results. I'm going to show the what we call the live information on the traffic. We see here, this is the traffic that is going, the main IP addresses in terms of usage. And then here, we're showing the latency. Let me maybe use the mean latency right now and the retransmissions. So you have around on the downlink is about 1.6 milliseconds of latency, which is quite good, the median one, and the retransmission is about 1.2% of traffic on retransmission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deactivate on the node the TCP/O and the ACM, and to see what is the effect in real time. So I'm going to deactivate that, and then we are seeing, as you can see, an increase from 1.5 to basically doubling the latency, and same thing is happening with the retransmission. So you can say that if I this is sorry the medium, we go to the medium. This is about 10 milliseconds, and it's going to about 30 milliseconds, 25, 30 milliseconds. So it's without the optimization, you will have around 25, 30 milliseconds, the medium latency, and with the optimization, you have around 10. So it's a huge improvement. Same thing on the retransmissions on here on the right. Without the optimization, is about between 2 and 2.5% of traffic retransmitted TCP, and then with the optimization is below 1%. So again, I'll put that back on. I don't want your customer to not have optimization for a long period of time. But this is again not only we can see we can also show the ISP what are the benefits. We can also see things like on the statistics. We can go and see the DPI, show what applications are mostly used on your network, and I think there's DSTV, as you said. Here it is. It is about 700 Mbps of traffic. That is from a total of 13, 14. That's about 10% of the traffic. I mean, 5% of the traffic. So it's quite a lot of traffic on Disney TV. I mean, Disney DSTV. So here you have with the DPI, you can see all the applications. And then not only that, we can see latency of the different services, so you can know how far are the different content servers to your network. And also the most interesting part is about the users. Now here you can see all your customers in table with their IP address, subscriber ID, because we are connected to Splinks, the rate policy, and the interesting variables, volume of data flows, current speed, average speed, maximum latency, retransmissions. We also can have some warning lights, like these red lines when a customer is above a certain threshold that can be configured. Then you're getting an alarm. So maybe you want to see which are the customers that have highest retransmissions. Then you have them here, and then you can take this data and analyze maybe what's happening with those customers. So this is going to help you identify potential people that are suffering from issues. Also, people that are utilizing a lot the network, maybe with the volume or the number of flows. Here also it can help you identify people that might have malware because they have a lot of flows. And then maybe if a customer calls, maybe they want to let's say my internet is not working it's not working well, then you can go into that subscriber that is calling you and go exactly and see what is happening to that customer, no? And see what has been the speed, the maximum speed, the latency, the retransmissions, see, you know, what kinds of usage have they had, and also what is very unique is that you can click on here the live mode and the information about, you know, what applications had been using in real time. Kind of an overview of what we do. There are many things, of course, that can do, and we can go into more detail in a different session. I don't want to take a lot of time from the audience. So maybe just to wrap up, I don't know, Daniel, if we have questions from the audience and that you may have written down.
Yes, there are a couple of questions.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is, how do I know that Bequant is helping my network? And can it be shown basically on a dashboard?
Yeah, that is a little bit what we just saw in BetNet's network. Is, you know, it's about the TCP optimization, knowing, you know, what is the acceleration, the improvement in speed, is about the latency that we just saw. We can activate and deactivate the optimization, so you can see with and without. So that is about quality. If we want to see about how much traffic is on the network, if we're doing bandwidth optimization, then of course same thing. We can see the traffic in one day, and maybe with the without the rate the bandwidth optimization, we can see if the traffic has gone down, how much. So yeah, I mean, the GUI can show us what is the benefits on that we are delivering.
Okay, great. Just another question as well. Why is it better to have Bequant instead of increasing my upstream capacity?
Yeah, that's very, very typical to think that you can improve the network just by increasing the upstream. I always tell customers that this is like increasing the upstream is like you have a highway you're going to a city, and if you have the traffic issues are the traffic jams are in the city, you can maybe make more lines in the highway to go into the city. That is not going to help you getting faster to the destination. So it's the same thing. Increasing upstream is maybe it could be an issue if you have issues with the upstream, but if the issues are on your network, the home Wi-Fi, the viewing, the latency on the network, on your access network is not going to help. I'm afraid, increasing the upstream.
Okay, great, thank you. And then the next one, what is the business pay case for using Bequant?
Business case depends on the use case. If someone is looking into saving bandwidth, definitely, like I showed before, a 20% reduction in traffic, that's a lot of money that the ISP is saving on the transit. That's kind of very straightforward. The other things about how how more loyal the customers are going to be with better quality. That's another potential, of course, gain on financially, because people are going to stay. So if you save a few customers every month because of the optimization, that is going to, of course, be a winner. The reduction on calls, the reduction in truck rolls, the faster solving of issues, the capability of identifying users that need an upgrade on their plan. That's also another possibility. So you can identify maybe people that are using highly the internet. You can also help identifying in some cases fraudulent, illegal resellers, because you can see who are using a lot, how many flows. So that can also identify those, can have a financial benefit, definitely.
Okay, Okay, thank you. And then the next one is, does Bequant support encrypted traffic?
Yes, yes. We support encrypted, and nowadays most of the traffic is encrypted, so there's little unencrypted traffic. But yes, definitely we support encrypted traffic.
Okay, great. And the next one is AI part of the Bequant offering?
Well, the ACM is kind of AI, is a machine learning algorithms, very advanced, that we are measuring speed, latency, and packet loss. I think it's 5 times per second. So we have these algorithms that are detecting congestion and are acting. It's not an agentic AI, so it's just measuring speed, measuring latency, measuring packet losses, and identifying congestion and enforcing very quickly a reduction in speed of those flows that are on congestion to exit. That is kind of the if you can call it AI that we're doing now. We also have, and I can see, have an AI assistant right now in our newest version. So we can ask how do I find customers with high latency, and it is going to help us to tell us what we need to do. It's not going to do it for us. It's just going to tell us what task we need to do for the different questions that we may have. Like in this case, to find customers with high latency, you can use the active subscriber. It is going to tell us exactly what we have to do. It is telling us, sending us the link, and then telling us where is the latency column, what we need to do. So it is going to be of help. So yes, AI is right now part of our offering, but it's mostly done on the ACM, to identify congestion and to mitigate that congestion, and as an AI assistant to help the Bequant users, our customers, navigate and look into the information and do the task in a better way.
Okay, great. And the last one, you touched on it a little bit, but I think you can expand on it further. Can Bequant help me identify illegal resellers on the network?
Yeah, I mentioned that before. Illegal resellers is, it's common in some markets. I think in South Africa we have helped some of our customers do it. Also, we have many customers in Latin America that have illegal resellers. And yes, we can help because illegal resellers, they usually are normal customers that are sharing their internet probably to their neighbors, sometimes in the community. And then you can identify potential illegal resellers by just going to the metrics of the subscribers, and just by sorting based on the flows. Based on the flows, you have customers that have a lot of flows. Sometimes, like it could be many flows because there are many users, because maybe it's an enterprise, it's a school, so that's normal. But if you have these candidates with high number of flows, you can go into that subscriber and look into the profile and see if the profile is of a normal user, or if it has a lot of applications, a lot of users, in even traffic at night. Maybe that's a candidate to be an illegal reseller. So yes, we can help identify. At least we can pinpoint, we can signal the potential candidates, and then the ISP can look into more detail and see if this is really an illegal reseller or not. So that is kind of what we can do in this case.
All right, no, thank you. So yeah, I'm done with the questions.
All right, so let me just go finalize the presentation. We have, I think, 3 more minutes to stay on the 45-minute period that we discussed before. So as I said before, just to finalize, we are in over 600 networks worldwide. our main markets are in North America, Latin America, but Africa, especially South Africa, is been well developed in terms of our customer base. So it's a product that is adapting well. We have a pricing that is, I would say, right for your market in South Africa and other parts of the continent. And just to finalize, to say that we offer, of course, as I said before, a free demo, a free trial. We of course help you out and go through the demo with you, and if you like the product, which most of our customers, when they do the demo, they like it and they convert into customers, then you can decide if you want to have a monthly subscription or a yearly subscription. And the subscription is based on the peak throughput. So if you have a 2 gig network, then you pay a 2 gig license. Maybe in a few months you go to 2.5, then you need a 3 gig license. So you don't have to buy a high license if you're not using it. You just pay for what you use. So this is also very important. So we encourage you to please write to us at sales@bequant.com to book your free trial and get your demo and see us working on your network. We're very confident that it's going to be very, very successful, and you will see the results as Jaco from BethNet saw when he deployed us on his network. So this is the presentation. I really want to thank you. We have the Q&A. So thank you very much for Neil, and a special thanks to you, Jaco, for your help, for being with us on the webinar, and for your testimony.
It's a pleasure.
Well, the webinar will be in our website, I mean, in our YouTube channel. So anybody that wants to review it, it will be there. Thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you, Nigo. Thank you, Jaco.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.